All right, good morning, everybody. 10 o'clock on the dot right now. Good to see you. Happy Tuesday. Have you recovered from Thanksgiving yet? Um, we just finished all of our leftovers yesterday morning. The experts say that yesterday, Monday, was the last day that you should really eat those leftovers from Thanksgiving before stuff like bacteria starts to grow on it and you get sick. So we wrapped those up yesterday. Thanksgiving now officially in the rearview mirror. Now we actually have to cook something new again. But man, beautiful weather for the last several days. We did have a little bit of rain over the weekend, that really thick fog in some places, but overall, the weather's been great recently. Good looking weather out there today, too. I mean, just look at the cameras there. I mean, from downtown Tampa to St. Pete Beach, St. Pete. I mean, everybody's seeing a lot of sunshine, just a couple of clouds around here or there, but overall, really nice looking weather out there into our Tuesday. So, looking forward to a nice day. The humidity is low. Temperatures just about room temperature, maybe a little bit cool in some spots still. I think we're still waiting for that 10 o'clock observation to come in from Polk City, but 65 there, 66 in Lakeland. Tampa is right around 73 degrees. St. Pete, 70. Just really nice weather. I mean, warm temperatures, sunshine, low humidity. The combination of all three of those is something that we really haven't had a lot of here in Tampa Bay. It starts to get here through November, but I'll tell you what, late November, early December here in Tampa Bay, you just can't beat the weather. Looking at dew points around the rest of the state, most of the state still enjoying those lower dew points. Still at what you would expect across South Florida, Miami, Key West, dew points closer to 70. In fact, Key West is 74-degree dew point. That's pretty sticky, but dew points in the 50s, even low 60s is really nice. Now, notice how Pensacola's dew points are up around 67 degrees. The moisture is beginning to return across the panhandle of Florida, and we'll start to feel more of that moisture, more of that humidity as we go into tonight, but more so into the day tomorrow. So today, tonight is going to feel very nice before that humidity begins to return through the day tomorrow. Though our chance of rain, I'll show you this in just a second, our chance of rain is actually looking pretty low. Right now on the satellite and radar, not much to show you. Clear skies, or at least mostly clear skies, with just a couple of clouds streaming in from the west. There are those showers on that return southerly flow out over the Gulf of Mexico, but those will stay over the Gulf, just maybe throwing a couple of extra clouds our way. Bigger concerns, though, mounting across the southern plains. See how those showers that have started to develop over Arkansas, and you can really see it with the temperature contours, that warm southerly flow coming out of the Gulf of Mexico. It's very moist flow as well. So warm, moist conditions across the plain states and the southern Mississippi Valley into the Midwest. And then there's that cold front that's beginning to dive in from the northwest. That cold front is going to then help trigger more showers and storms as the cold front and the upper level trough digs in from the north, and then we're likely going to see an eruption of some severe weather across the lower Mississippi Valley from Arkansas to Louisiana into Mississippi through this afternoon into tonight. In fact, the Storm Prediction Center has highlighted a moderate risk for that severe weather later this afternoon into this evening, and they're using terminology like long track tornadoes, EF3s, or even stronger than that. So a big concern for areas to the north and west of here, really for Louisiana, most of Mississippi. And then as the whole storm system moves to the east, it starts to dissipate, and it'll lose that severe threat as it moves into Georgia overnight tonight into tomorrow. But you see, even the extreme western panhandle of Florida is going to have a threat for some severe weather late tonight into early tomorrow morning. The Futurecast shows you how the evolution of the storm system is going to take place, and you see around 5, 6 o'clock this evening, that's when we're likely going to see a lot of those multiple clusters of severe weather, with those cells potentially producing some tornadoes, if not tornadoes, but definitely some damaging winds, some hail, all a threat with that. And then that whole track of storms is going to advance to the east into Alabama through the overnight hours, and that's where that growing concern is going to be through those overnight hours when it's dark outside. Maybe people don't have the means to have good alert systems with that severe weather, not to mention a lot of people going to sleep. So hopefully the word's getting out across those states, Alabama, Louisiana, and Mississippi specifically, for just the awareness that there's going to be that severe threat today. So if you've got folks up there in that part of the country, make sure they know of that severe threat that starts to build late this afternoon into this evening. But here's the interesting thing, that a lot of the energy with this storm system drives to the north, and the trailing cold front and that line of storms will start to move into the northern part of the state of Florida through midday tomorrow. But watch what happens into the afternoon. There might be a couple of showers over the Nature Coast. So Pasco, Hernando, Citrus County, you might get some rain with this cold front. But Tampa Bay may not see any rain at all. We've just got the dry air across the area today, with that moisture surging up from the south across the plains and Midwestern states. Watch as we go through the day today. I mean, it's great weather, easterly wind that allows the air to warm up as it moves across the state of Florida. And then mostly clear skies, nice conditions tonight. Again, the humidity starts to return through the day tomorrow. And here comes that front, and notice how the rain just starts to dry up once it hits the Nature Coast. Maybe a few showers at first, and then we're looking at mainly dry conditions across Tampa Bay as the front's moving through. So as that front moves through, some of that cooler air will start to spill into the area as we go into Thursday. So Thursday morning won't be that much cooler than where we have been. Upper 60s, near 70. Nature Coast, you might see some temps in the 50s as that cooler air arrives a little bit sooner. But then we'll likely see that cooler air push into the area throughout the day on Thursday. So looking at highs in the middle and upper 70s for Thursday afternoon. And then by Friday morning, I think we start to feel more of that cooler air, 60s for lows, 50s over the Nature Coast, up into Crystal River, and then a great day on Friday, low humidity once again, plenty of sunshine, and then temperatures will stay near 80 degrees into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. In fact, it looks like the dew point or that humidity will stay low too into early next week. So great stretch of weather ahead, and even Thursday is not going to be bad. It'll be a little bit breezier, maybe a little bit of cloud cover around, but overall, the next 7 days look really, really nice. There's just a very small chance of rain Wednesday evening. I don't even have that on the 7-day forecast because I just don't think that chance of rain is great for most of the immediate Tampa Bay area and points south. Today is November 29th, so that means today and tomorrow are the last 2 days of what's been a really active hurricane season. I say really active, but I should say more of an impactful hurricane season, with Hurricane Ian and Hurricane Nicole most recently having a significant impact on the state of Florida. So tomorrow on Brightside, I'm going to break down the season. We're going to take a look back at the impacts and where we are now with the recovery efforts with Ian and Nicole. But on the whole, we had 14 named storms this season. 8 of those named storms were hurricanes, and 2 of those hurricanes became major hurricanes. So that actually lies very close to the normal or the average number of storms that we've seen between 1991 and 2020. So the average number of named storms is 14. So right on the money there. We actually saw 1 more hurricane than the normal number of hurricanes. And then we saw 1 less of major hurricanes. The normal is 3. We saw 2 major hurricanes. But obviously one of those major hurricanes, being Hurricane Ian, had a significant impact on especially South Florida, but really the state of Florida as a whole. So there's all those 14 named storms. A couple of tropical depressions that weren't named storms out there in the eastern Atlantic. I noted potential tropical cyclone 4 there in the western Gulf of Mexico. If you go back to the very beginning of the season, in June, we had potential tropical cyclone 1, which ultimately became Alex, move across the state. It wasn't a named storm at that point, but it did become a named storm, Tropical Storm Alex, when it moved into the western Atlantic. So a lot to rehash tomorrow. We'll have that tomorrow morning on Brightside. The first time we'll go over it will be around 5:24-ish, and then we'll do it again at 6:24. So a lot to break down there. Fortunately, though, hurricane season from our standpoint is done. Just the official end of the hurricane season is technically December 1st, November 30th being the last official day of hurricane season. So here we are. That's where we stand right now, guys. Just want to give you a quick update to where we stand right now on our beautiful Tuesday morning. I'll be joining you live for 10 Tampa Bay midday, so I'll join you guys on TV then. If not, of course, you can always hit me up on social media, and I will talk to you guys next time. Have a great Tuesday, and we'll talk to you later.